Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Captain's Draft 3.0, presented by BO3 and moonducktv. My name is Sunshine, joined by Purge and Sir Action Slacks. This is Game 2 between Complexity and Power Rangers for the qualifying stages. How is it going, friends?
Pretty good.
Going
You doing
great.
okay?
Yeah, I didn't know I was supposed to talk now. Hello, everyone.
Hey, Slacks, are you going to be able to do more than the tiny face this time around?
Listen, man, I don't know what I did. I opened up console and I couldn't type anything except for the tiny face. If it starts happening again, now you know. So don't make fun of me. Don't tweet at me, okay?
Yeah, don't tweet at Sir Action Slacks.
Don't tweet at me. I don't need your bullshit. Anyway, I'm going back into my stats cave. See you at the end of the match. Have fun.
Hey, you can talk during the game.
I don't wanna.
Okay. Purge, what do I see? Guess.
A hero that's never going to be picked in Captain's Draft 3.0.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to say the name of the hero.
I believe he starts with an R, and I've gotten many messages asking me to talk to Ice Frog and make sure that he nerfs that hero into oblivion. His name is Ricky Maru.
I thought you said the hero sucked.
He does, but, you know, in the previous iteration, he had some value in being able to snowball incredibly hard. And a lot of players in the 1K bracket genuinely feel like Ricky was the most overpowered hero in the game. So they would message me and be
Man,
like,
you just had to
"Dude,
say
can you
1K
please,
bracket.
Can you please get a hold of Ice Frog and nerf this hero? I cannot believe that he's
Dude,
still in
you
the
just
game."
shit on all your viewers. You just called them 1K.
No, I didn't. I said there are some 1K viewers that
How do you
really
know they're
feel like
1K,
Ricky's... Do I
Welcome
really
to
need to answer
Dota
that?
2. I fucking
I mean, it's not
hate
not
you.
like they
It's the
email
only
you.
place he's played. Ricky is literally unplayed above like
No,
3K.
no,
and
that's
Omar.
not true. That is not true. I
He
know that.
No, he pretty much was. Like, all right, we'll say 4K. Ricky was literally unplayed above 4K in his previous iteration.
Oh, you're talking about the previous iteration.
Yes.
What about now?
I don't know. You think I checked my messages? I don't know, man. I don't know if people still complain about Ricky.
Now you go Battle Fury, right? So that there's a cleave
Not
on that
necessarily.
ult.
I don't know if I would agree with that either. I haven't even played him yet. I just shit talk him and I haven't even played him.
Yeah. Okay, we do that all the time over here. So first pick, Jakiro by Power Rangers. Complexity is going to follow it up with a bounty and Clockwork. Guess what? Pudge is still there. Tiny's still there. Timbersaw.
Storm Spirit?
No, I wish. I'd love to see Storm Spirit, but I doubt it. Ursa. Okay, Ursa's probably the big pick here.
You think so?
Well, not
I mean,
against
there's
these
still
heroes so
SF,
far.
Luna, Ricky. Maybe there'll be like a game where like all of the agility heroes will be awful, and then there's like Ricky, and then they'll be like, "All right, we have to freaking pick
You never
Ricky."
know. It'll happen, man. It'll happen one of these days.
No, they would pick Naga before that. They would pick Ursa. We saw a lot of Weavers yesterday, played by your team, DC.
Yeah. Well,
And
push
there's
has
a Naga
been
pick.
a very common thing in Captain's Draft, and right now you have Naga, Jakiro. You could get Luna potentially. I don't know if that's gonna. It depends on if that's a Naga carry or not. And I'd like to see coL. coL's decent pusher.
I don't think I like coL versus Bounty. I like coL normally. I think he's a decent hero right now, but he's very, very punished by aggressive roaming supports, and Bounty can just absolutely make his life hell if he gets ahead.
All right, we are going to see the Shadow Fiend, Shadow Friend, if you will. And Complexity, what do they need here? They have their offlane Swindle. They have, in all likelihood, support Bounty. They still need their mid. I think Marana is really good just in general as a roamer, but I don't know if you can have it with Bounty Hunter. That's the issue.
Yeah, I agree with that. I wouldn't combine them. I think she's okay as a roamer. She obviously can farm and stuff like that, but she just doesn't scale as well late game. Her team fight's not as useful. If you get behind and they have a gem, then your ultimate does nothing, more or less. It can give you some value, but compared to like any team fight ultimate, it's not very strong. And Keeper of the Light's the pick.
Wow.
Works that way because then you don't have to worry about the bounty pressure. You can mana drain Naga Siren, prevent her from ulting. I like Keeper. I think he's pretty good.
Is this a Timber mid?
Could be, but yeah, I guess because there's Clockwork, right? It could also be Clockwork mid. Clockwork mid plus Bounty Hunter sounds actually pretty good against NSF.
Okay.
If they don't get behind, they could easily pressure the crap out of SF.
That's true.
So either Clockwork mid or Timbersaw mid is a possibility. They could also do like Clockwork plus Keeper the Light mid. If they mana leak Shadow Fiend and run him down, he loses mana because you obviously can't get a melee range against a clock.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
This is going to be a weird ass game. That's all I'm going to say.
Well,
Can I
the
make a
Pudge
comment
pick,
here?
by all means, Slacks.
All right, man. coL is going to be such a strong guy this game. Mana Leak is so good against Pudge right now, Naga and Weaver. It's such a strong spell. and I
Yeah.
personally love it, especially before Weaver is able to get that Lincoln Sphere. I mean, you could just dominate that Weaver with the Mana Leak, and then... Oh, Wind
what about
Ranger, you idiot! I gotta mute myself.
Wait. Slacks hates Windrunner, Rubik, and who's the third? There's a third one that you absolutely
Dazzle.
hate. Oh yeah, Dazzle. Yeah. I don't know what that's all about, but
Just-
GG!
You know, they can't even pudge hook the people that are in trouble because they're gonna be mana leaked. Like,
yeah, that's true.
it's like, go ahead, hook him. I'm rooting for coL. That's all I'm gonna say. I really like coL right now. I think he's relatively fun to play.
While we have a quick pause, Pimp, do you mind showing people how to access the? Do you know how to access the compendium, Pimp?
Come on, of course I know that.
Okay, because it is not intuitive for the average user. That's for damn sure.
All right,
So
hold on,
if you
guys.
could show it on the
Okay.
screen here.
Look, the easy 3-step way, 4-step way. Alright, so this is the main menu, right? You click on Watch. You click on Tournaments. Right? Click on Tournaments. You click on the Captain's Draft Week banner presented by Dota Cinema and moonducktv View button. And then you have a View Compendium right here. So you click on it, and suddenly you have an incredible compendium here. You have everything you kind of want to know. Everything. Absolutely everything. You want to know about world domination? You got it. You want to know how to meme? Ask Selection Slacks, or, well, you could also just look up in the compendium. All the teams. Everything.
That's right.
Qualifies. Wow! It's actually insane. Look at it. Holy crap. 2 groups.
Zaire,
Who
mute
would've thought?
yourself.
Sorry. Oh,
Jesus. Jesus.
I was like, did he put a mute, or like an echo,
Like an echo, yeah.
voice alteration when he said "wow"? I was like, that's pretty cool. And then it kept happening. I was like, all right, it was a
So,
mistake.
something I need to preface, I've said this a million times, I don't want people to spend money when they don't understand what's going on. There will absolutely not be any items attached to the ticket or the compendium because it's just not a thing anymore. Which I think in the long term is good for the market, honestly.
Yeah, because otherwise people would like push sets into tournaments
Right.
and stuff.
Now,
Yeah.
as far as like us having something that contributes, if you go into the compendium, you can see something that is planned. We just have no idea when that's going to happen. But I'm very confident it is going to happen, or else I'm going to be super sad. But yeah, so with the ticket, it's basically you pay $2 to watch in game if you want, and you get a free compendium if you want as well. So, and we will be updating it. Right now, it's super basic, but there are a lot of cool things we can do. And Buka, our amazing compendium guy, will be taking us on a wild carpet ride.
You got any leaks about those fancy things that are coming, or are we allowed to talk about it?
Well, one of them is I know what he wants to work on. We are not sure if it's possible yet, so I don't want to say anything. Okay, I'm going to say it. No, I'm not going to say it. Fuck it. I'm not going to say it, Purge. Stop peer pressuring me, Purge.
No problem. Oh, a little bit of mana drain on Weaver. That's actually super big. The hero has a very limited mana pool in the early game, and his int is very low. So every time that they can get the cogs against him, he's going to get screwed. And they've got mana leak, so Weaver's going to have a really bad time. Especially if they... Okay, they don't have Ascent, but they can mana leak into cogs and drain his mana one way or the other.
And he'll probably be maxing out Rocket Flare is my guess, and they'd be able to spam that pretty easily with the Chakra Magic, because mid lane,
Oh, that's a good idea.
going to get initiated on by Zfreak and Chessie. They're going to do a lot of right-click damage. Don't think this is going to be enough, even if that power shot did hit. But, I mean, Weaver's going to have a tough time in this lane regardless.
I actually played Clock with coL yesterday, and the cooldown on Rocket goes down to 8 seconds after you cast it. It's not super spammable. Yes, you can use the mana.
It's not
but,
bad, though. It's not bad.
I mean, it's not amazing. It's not abusive. The abusive stuff comes when you're playing with like a Zeus, or it kind of works with, I don't know, Wind Ranger or something. You can power shot every 3 seconds or something.
All right,
None
well,
of these
J4 has
abilities are
TP
amazing.
down here to help out his... Is it an ant? Is Weaver an ant?
He's like a bug. Yeah, it kinda
Didn't
looks
you
like
give
him.
an ant? Oh, he's going to get initiated upon just a bit here. Going to take a decent amount of damage. They don't have any sentries, though, at the current point in time. Who are you telling that you would like to be an ant? Who was that? Was that Slacks?
What?
Purge? Your answer was... Slacks, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Remember, Purge? I said if you had to be a furry, what kind of furry
Oh, yeah.
costume would you wear? And you said an ant because they're loyal and hardworking. During our gym
I don't
TV
remember the
game.
loyal and hard work.
Purge, that's pretty messed up, man.
I think I was just trying to avoid the question because I thought it was stupid, and I gave you like the most dumb answer possible. That's what
Somehow I
actually
believed it though. I
Yeah,
believe
that
that in your
sounds
heart
about
that's
right.
what you want. All right. Well, top lane is going to be the Pudge off lane solo. So originally he was accompanied by the coDL, or not coDL, but the Naga Siren. But she was forced bottom. So how do you think Pudge is going to fare in this lane? He is level 3.
It's not amazing. He does have magic damage, and that's decent against Timbersaw, but Timber can reduce your primary attribute, which is strength. So Timber definitely threatens the Pudge a lot more than Pudge threatens Timber.
All Pudge cares about is the levels.
Yeah.
Level 3 is not too bad for Ryan at this point, considering he doesn't really have any escapability or escape
Look at
spells.
that damage. It's so high. You can actually kill him here.
He's taking quite a bit of damage. He's got another Whirling Death. One more right click might do it. No rot deny for you. Limp gets first blood. I mean, it's like you said, it's not the hugest surprise, but
Yeah,
what can you do with Pudge?
that was a very smart kill by Limp, basically. He had boots advantage, he went for right clicks and Whirling Death, didn't do anything fancy, didn't try to Timber Chain, just played it completely standard. That was really nicely done.
Bot lane. Illuminate's going to take that creep for Handskin. J4 is still going to get some experience as a result, though. Recovery. Trying to recover as much as possible in this bot lane. And the Rocket Flare spam just continues, taking off that health salve.
Yeah, I completely agree with Slacks. I really think you should get at least one in Mana Leak here and cast it on the Weaver. Like, seriously, if they ever want to just do a cogs on him, they cast Mana
Oh,
Leak
middle
on him.
lane. They're going to have to interrupt you. His general is forced to pop his Fairy Fire, but will die anyway. And the Sentry deny for complexity as well, despite Big Num being the one to place the second one. My goodness. That's pretty big.
That's going to be a lot of regen for Bounty Hunter as well. He got double value out of his Tango.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. That's true.
Okay, so this is what you do. You cast Mana Leak on one of these heroes, and then Clockwork runs at them, and if they run away from you, they lose mana. And if they don't, then you cast Power Cogs and you drain them for 80 mana. So the mana gets drained no matter what, and it only costs you like 125 mana between coDL and Clockwork.
I think he gets it at level 3. I mean,
He
do you
damn
think
well better.
he should have gotten it before level 3?
I would have gotten it earlier. You know, he was in the laning stage against Weaver. He could have casted it there. It's
Uh-oh.
not like you're
Bot
against doing
lane.
that.
Swindle takes a swarm to the face, forced to walk it off, as it continues to bite his little ass over and over. Well, we'll see very soon. Handskin's about to hit level 3 momentarily. Top lane in the meantime, Cheshire Cat trying to do as much as possible. He did a nice thing here. He pulled the creeps with the hook, which is obviously something you can do. I'm trying to remember, I'm going to ping it, if you can do it here or not. I think technically you can, actually. But it is
Yeah,
somewhat
you probably can.
difficult.
Dire's top tower
Yeah, I would
is under
believe that.
attack.
But he hasn't, I don't think he's attempted it yet, so not going for any cheesy plays. As top lane, we have the Freak. Gonna be harassing
He
Cheshire
still doesn't
Cat
have
a
boots
little
on
bit
Pudge.
here.
Pudge is dead here.
And he's going for the hook on the creeps, and this is gonna be an easy kill. Although he could go for a rot deny, not happening with that timber chain.
Yeah, that was smart. He was super slow there. Just do the pure damage, make sure he dies. Don't have to worry about it. Timbersaw is absolutely winning this lane. No surprise. Like, Pudge is not going to beat a Timber in
Oh,
a
bot
long
lane. Weaver is so dead. He does pop wand, not gonna matter though.
There's no Mana Leak.
No mana leak, not
Let's-
needed.
I'm not going to count that kill because he doesn't have Mana Leak. Take it off the board, Suns fan.
All right,
You're
he
the
has to
admin.
get. Oh, is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Mana leak cast per
The game
game.
is currently 0-3.
Okay.
Doesn't deserve that kill.
Oh, Cheshire Cat shows up in the mid lane now, going for a hook, hits a creep directly in the face. He's gonna be
This is
forced
tough.
back.
Very tough for Pudge. If you're behind, the best way to catch up is to gank. And he can't really do that unless he lands a hook. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's not an easy gank, you know?
Wendell's getting pressured a bit bot lane, as now it is turned into a tri-lane of sorts. Bignum shows up on that Jakiro, level 2. Swindle still has a mango, so can cast pretty much anything he wants if needed. J4 faking the ensnare. But top lane is owned by Limp. Limp owns this lane. Nobody's coming to deny himself anything. His bot lane,
Top tower
J4 initiated upon battery assault, dealing a ton of damage. It's only level 1, but that's still a ton. Swindles looks to be dead one way or another, but who's going to get the kill? Recovery really wants it, but Jakiro does too. Recovery will take it. That's a nice little pick-me-up for him.
It's actually quite a good gank if you look at it. Like, once he cogs somebody in, he guarantees a
Radiant's top
300
tower
damage
is under
eliminate.
attack.
Even though coDL's only level 4. It's pretty good value there.
Oh, he went for level 2 Illuminate. He's just not getting Mana Leak. He's not doing it.
I don't know if I'm going to confirm that stat.
Is under
Song of the
attack.
shit. At least he come up with some catchy titles. I like it. Mid Cheshire Cat really trying to get a hook shot or a meat hook here, but creeps are not cooperating. Top lane in the meantime, Limp just forces
he got a hook
another
shot.
hero out. J4.
Oh, he
this
messed up
time.
his cogs.
Is under attack.
Oh,
We're
he's so
talking about
greedy there.
bottom lane. Oh my.
That was a
Magnum.
guaranteed kill, man.
Did you miss it? Did you miss it? Limp
How
gets
could you miss
another
the
kill,
Timbersaw
though.
kill by the tier 2? What's wrong with you?
I mean, Timbersaw is just
Under attack.
destroying this game right now. He's
Yeah, he
taking
really is.
over. And this is a hero that just snowballs out of control, because especially considering the items that he typically gets, which is Bloodstone being the main culprit in the snowball isms.
Yeah. It's one of the rough things for Timber, though, is when you get all those early kills, but you don't have a Bloodstone yet, and then you get Bloodstone, and then nobody fights, and you're like, well, this sucks.
Man, Cheshire Cat has been sitting here for over a minute. They shouldn't be able to see him. It is nighttime. And bottom lane, Swindle dodges the ice path.
Misses with Illuminate, too.
And recovery should be good to go. Meanwhile, Cheshire Cat getting forced out of lane by Z Freak.
Hanskin could die, yeah.
Cheshire Cat, oh my, the Whirling Death just wrecks that hero. It's unbelievable. Nice shackle shot on 2. Despite
big
Flax
chain.
hating that hero,
Wow.
doing very well. That is 3 kills in the blink of an eye, and J4 might be next. The Chakram, Timber,
My
or that was a hook
God.
shot, excuse me. 4 dead. 10 to 1 advantage.
They just got so much value out of their skills there. They shackled 2, the Timber Chain hit 2 people, and the Clockwork Rocket hit 2. Like, SF went from like 70% HP and just instantly died. It was amazing. They executed that so well.
It is a 5,000 net worth lead for Complexity at 8.5 minutes.
And they don't even have
Pretty
track
dirty.
yet.
That's true. I didn't even think about that. That is so true. That is scary. He's going to be 6 relatively shortly if he takes out a camp or something like that. Leeches just a bit more. Swindles in the meantime at top lane. Guess he's given up on bot since Hanskin never went mana leak. I mean, I can't blame him, I guess. But it's going to allow Weaver to get a little bit more farm, a little bit more space here in the bot lane.
It's also going to guarantee coL gets a lot more farm of his own. Like, he can just be here by himself and he can blast out waves like that. If you skip Illuminate, it limits your ability to get farm.
That's true. With the 2-0-3 build, trying to take out these neutrals here on the side. And Complexity, Complexity. I'm going to play a little bit passive right now, but probably just waiting for Clockwork to get nice and healed up. But as far as net worth is concerned, I mean, Timbersaw is so far ahead right now at this very early stage. Oh, bottom lane.
Oh,
Swarm
misses
actually
the bugs.
misses. Might have been able to get that.
Yeah, I think if
Not
he
for
had
that
it, he
miss.
would have gotten the kill. Because then he would always know where he's juking. Doesn't have to worry about juking. Right clicks him down. Would have forced
Mid
it to
lane,
kills.
hook shot's gonna, or meat hook's gonna hit onto Bounty Hunter. He's gonna eat him alive. Big Num taking quite a bit of damage from Chesty, but the wraparound kill by General, the raises take him out. That's 2 quick kills, bringing PR back a little bit farther back now.
And Clockwork TP'd the bot lane, misses a hook shot on the Weaver, so no kill there. Oh, he's gonna kill Hanskin at
Dire's middle tower
the
is
camp.
under
He's so dead.
attack.
Nothing he can do.
Well, he got the bounty rune. That's all that matters. That was his life's mission, and he completed it successfully.
Yeah, it's the problem with coL. The only way he survives there is if he skills his ulti and uses the blast, but it's just such a low chance either way. He would get chased down.
General picks up the arcane rune, and now his raises cost closer to what they used to cost before the nerf. And he's. How do you think the stacks, the ancient, or not the ancient stacks, the neutral camps have affected Shadow Fiend because of the
It's
magic
massive.
resistance?
It wasn't just the mana increase, it was also the magic resistance one.
Right.
If it costs you an extra raise, and the raise already costs you 100 mana instead of 75 or whatever the heck it is, it's a big difference. So the SF got hit pretty hard with the nerf bat. He's still an okay hero, but the thing that made him abusive before, which is, you know,
Radiant's top tower
flash
is
farming
under
in the
attack.
jungle, it's not there anymore. So you actually have to win your lane now, I think.
Now you have to pick TA to accomplish that.
You're so right.
4-man smoke here by PR. Easy hook shot, easy dismember. And that should be the second flesh heap stack once he levels that up. Meanwhile,
He can
bottom lane,
backtrack.
recovery, time lapse out.
Radiant's middle tower is under
He gets
attack.
mana leak.
Oh, he got mana
finally!
leak! Oh, get
With
that
very
kill!
little mana. The hook shot actually misses, but it ends up hitting different heroes on the sideline. I'm not sure if that was actually intended. Hanskin, in the meantime, is going to go down the
So
right
many
quick, but
hooks.
here comes Timbersaw. Here to take everybody down. J4 is tracked up. This is going to be extra gold going the way of Complexity. So despite it being a 3-for-2, I expect this to be even in the gold exchange. Actually, a little bit in favor of Complexity as a result.
Dude, that fight got crazy. Did you see that? There was like a hook shot that came through, and then like a pudge hook, and then there was a timber chain. It's like these heroes were just flying all over the map.
I don't I don't think the hook shot was intended for that target, was it?
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think they didn't have
Because I
vision.
didn't
over
have
there.
vision. Yeah.
He didn't know they're heroes, but it was kind of beneficial because it
Yeah.
did cover the bounty and the timber. You know, Clockwork's not really a hero that has to do snowbally things to do well. You can snowball and win games with Clockwork, but you don't have to. So even the fact that he died just to keep his other 2 heroes alive, I think that's beneficial.
All right, well, Limp is going to get his 12-minute Bloodstone. Not too shabby, I have to say.
Yeah,
There
that's
it
really good.
goes.
That's the carry, man. And you can do carry Timber Saw. It can not work sometimes, depending on the heroes you're against, but it's going to be good this game, I think. Good against Weaver, good against Pudge.
Yeah, Swindle, popping the dust. Has hook shot, but recovery has time lapse just in case, so not exactly the easiest kill to get.
Yep, they wouldn't get the kill there if they did go for the...
He's tracked
the
up.
track.
He has to time lapse out if he wants to take this off. He's getting mana leak big time, and he does use time lapse.
That's actually a nice little coddle counter there.
Oh, Song of the Siren. Hookshot's going to hit on the sideline. Swindle has cogs up as well.
Can they combo it?
And here comes the Requiem.
what a
It's
combo.
huge. They insta-give 2 heroes. Chessie on the run. And Swindle's doing quite a bit of damage to General. Can they get this off of him? Doesn't look like it. Limp is here to save the day, so it ends up being a 2-for-1, salvaging as much as possible. Cheshire Cat not able to hit the meat hook, as Limp now has 9 charges on that Bloodstone, and we have a pause.
That was such a sick combo, man.
A 2-month-old baby, huh?
Did you say cut because you're in favor of circumcision? Was that you?
Wait, did I say that?
Did you read the stat?
I did not.
What the hell? Are your eyes working?
No, I just read the part about he hasn't played in so long. He could have
Oh
a
my
2-month baby
God,
or
that
something like
killed him.
that.
The title
Right,
is
well,
cut,
ends up
cut,
being a
cut.
2-for-2, and my goodness, a triple
Oh
kill
my
for Limp. His rampage continues.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He might actually die here. He
Yeah,
can
he
suicide.
could
Or he can just
suicide.
kill him.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough to get away for recovery. He doesn't have time
they
lapse
have
for a little
sentry.
bit. Mana Leak is there, and Illuminate instantly cast and instantly kills.
That was really well played by Keeper. He used the spells very well there. But did you see that Pudge? He had like half HP, and Limp killed him with 2 skills. With Timber Chain and Whirling Death, he just died, like instantly dead. That was insane, man.
Whirling Death, Strunk. Oh, we have a TP here. Is this?
all right.
Yeah, okay.
If that
Who
man
was
kept
that?
his TP,
That was Pudge.
I would have relentlessly made fun of him. I was like, that's clearly not the right time to TP anymore.
Dire's middle tower
And
is
one
under
issue
attack.
with the PR lineup, and this is always kind of an issue in general when you have Naga support,
Radiant's
is
bottom tower
she's going to be
is
stuck on
under
a level
attack.
1 ult for a very long time because she's not going to be getting easy levels. And that is one of
Yeah.
the longest cooldowns in the game. Meanwhile, we have the Dust Pop. Freak is going to get eaten up with the Rod applied. J4 is there with an ensnare if needed. Not needed. Meat hook.
Yeah.
Delicious.
He did not have a good chance of dodging that hook there.
Meanwhile, top lane Limp chasing off General. Timber Chain will technically connect along with the Whirling Death. General's going to get a little bit of support here from J4, I think. No, J4's just going shopping. He's like, fuck you. General pops the mech. He's going to live. Limp's going to attempt to get away, and Chessie's the one that will be the sacrifice.
Man, Chessie having a rough game here. Limp is like totally carrying his team. The offlane did well, but Chessie's just not scaling well.
Now, 0-4 right now for Chessie. 8. Make that 9 as I missed it looking at the scoreboard. 9-0 for Limp.
Yeah, it picks up Blink Dagger, really easy kill there. If anybody dies in this combo, he can kill them instantly now. Just Blink Whirling Death with the chain in the chakram.
All right, is this a casual cloak, or is he actually going Aether Lens?
I think it's actually... Well, he does need magic resistance due to the heroes that the Radiant team has. Shadow Fiend, Weaver does some magic. Obviously, Jakira does a lot, and Pudge, a lot of magic damage there. Might
Recovery
see
gets
him
hook
dive
shot. Is he able to get out in time? No time lapse. There's no way. Trying to get a constellation kill. But ain't happening. And Limp again! Just
He's just
destroying
so-
kids left and right.
Yeah. Pudge
14
and
Bloodstone charges.
Pudge and Naga just die instantly. Like, if you ever find them, they just die.
Radiant's middle tower
It could be an Aether Lens. It does increase your damage by 8%, so it's not a terrible item to have on Timbersaw.
Z-Freak burns to the fire of the double-headed dragon. But it'll cost him his life in the end. So it's a 1-for-1 in that engagement.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I love these, like, fake lores. Actually, if you guys don't know this, Slacks has memorized the lore for every hero. And at times he would tell the stories of each specific hero. I thought he was lying because they're so ridiculously dumb sometimes. But Slacks is a very, very passionate man. Knows a lot of useless information, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's true. Might be a fight mid though.
Yeah,
Pudge
J4
almost
has
the
sleep to
Aether
set
lens.
things up if needed. Hookshot will miss. I keep saying hookshot, meat hook. Jesus. There's too many hooks in this. I'll let her know you said that. You can meet her when you're down here. And then it'll be all awkward for you. Cheshire Cat.
Ooh, team fight.
Initiated upon and taken down before the sleep comes into play.
They're gonna do damage to SF. He can't channel his ulti. It's not
SF.
gonna work. He's
Oh
taking
my
so much
god,
damage.
he's taking so much damage. He pops the mech, finally gets the Requiem, but the damage is already done. Complexity completely rolling over in this fight. Limp might need to deny himself. He's getting quite low. He's going to Timber Chain away. Recovery
Gotta be
is
careful.
here.
He's gonna get killed.
Oh, he's going to get killed. That's a lot of gold for the Weaver. His time lapse is down, though. They should be able to pick him off. As he is... Actually, he might get away. Nah, Swindles is really fast. Track is up. They see him playing center. And Chessie's going to miss, but negative urn charge might be enough with the right clicks. Oh my god, is he going to live through this? 60 HP, he's bottling up. And somehow PR at least salvage a bit, but they lost a ton. Limp was a huge kill, but he just instantly spawns thanks to that Bloodstone. He's back mid, helping take out this tier 1 tower.
Radiant's middle tower
Really, really good fight there for Complexity. They got a little lucky that the Song of the Siren came when the Chakram was out and the battery cell was going. SF just couldn't channel his ultimate, because it doesn't matter if they can't move or interact. You still release that damage if you have a Radiance, if the Lesh ulti is on. That stuff still comes out. And it was a bad call from Naga Siren to go at that moment, but it's hard to think about that kind of stuff. Even the Shadow Fiend didn't think about it as he approached. He just saw the ult opportunity, he got chainstone, and all of a sudden he's lost half of his HP before the fight even started. So
right, but you really do see
good.
the synergy, and if PR can get one of those to work, that could be their step in recovering in this game. So Complexity can't get too overconfident, although
Pull
with
back
Bounty
to-
Hunter... What's that? Oh my, J4. He looks to be okay for now. Limp with 12 Bloodstone charges now, despite dying.
Wow, Weaver got so much advantage in that fight. He gets to go for his Deso. I like that he went this over Lincoln's. Lincoln's wouldn't do much. It would be broken almost entirely, like instantly by track. And at least this way, he's going to be able to deal kills to heroes like coL. coL's so easy for him. Even Swindles here might just
Dwindle
die.
feels like an illusion. He's dropping so fast, but recovery, if only he had that DD. Now he does. Bottles
DD's
it up.
so good on Weaver.
It's like 2.5 times damage, right? Wait, it applies to your secondary attack as well.
Radiant's bottom
Yes.
tower
Your
is under
Geminate.
attack.
Otherwise known as Germinate attack.
Yep.
Alright, so Limp,
Like
I'm
Plank
guessing
Road.
something's coming on the courier. Boots of Travel. Okay, that makes sense.
I like
For a little
that.
bit of
It's,
split push.
it's kind of an interesting item you can get for mobility reasons. Like, it's not necessarily about the fact that you can TP. It's also just nice to be able to run 50 movement speed faster in a team fight.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That was pretty quick.
Radiant's bottom
Man, Slacks
tower
is really a
under
fast
attack.
typer.
Dire's
Yeah.
structures are fortified.
Oh, Chessie
I
gets
think
hooked
I have
in
a
the
little
mid
start.
lane. Dismember. General is here, but I don't think that's going to make much of a difference. Cheshire Cat helping get that kill. And Swindles really wanted to help out his teammate, but he might cost them. Is the hook... Meat hook's going to miss. General pops the ult. Really to not much effect. And the coDL's going to walk away. But J4 in the meantime.
Wow, 12 HP it lives.
He songs up.
They're going to hook him, I think.
Well, there's a lot of illusions. He's going to have to...
Oh, he moved out too early.
And that's not the greatest synergy there, but
I mean,
the
they
idea is
could've
all
killed
that
Timber.
counts.
That could have been the hook, you know? Like,
Yeah.
they could have Macropyre or Ice Path, and as soon as he's getting out, you hook him back in or something. They could have killed the Timber. Big mistake. I can understand why Naga left, though. He was probably worried about getting rocketed. He had like 7 HP. If Clockwork wasn't in that and shoots the rocket and he just dies, that would have been a really bad for PR.
Well, Complexity had about a 10k gold lead. Now it's about 6k or
Cell
so.
phone.
That is Pimp Munkle's cell phone. Thank you for ruining the cast. Nobody heard it but us.
Very
Thank
good.
you. His ringtone is Lady Gaga, for those that are wondering. Recovery in the meantime. I believe he's just going to be going for a BKB with that
Yeah,
overflow.
he needs it. That way he won't just die instantly to Timber Saw damage. Won't have to deal with mana drain. There's a lot of things that'll save him against. Still no eggs up on Chessie here. 0, 5, and 7 on him.
Yeah, he's definitely having a rough game. Alright, so Timber Saw. He has the casual cloak, he has Boots of Travel, Blink, Bloodstone. You go for Ags next.
Yeah, I think Ags is the right option. Completely agree. He could also go Shiva's Guard. Another possibility. There's a decent right clicks at this stage between SF and the Weaver, so you could also go Shiva. So it's a bit of a choice there.
Oh, Cheshire Cat's gonna find coDL. coL can try to TP out. He doesn't see him yet. There we go. He's just going to eat him. That's going to be a very easy kill. And more flesh heaps for Cheshire Cat. What does he have now? 7. Not too bad for support. Actually, no, it's not support. It's okay for offlane. I don't know.
He's recovered nicely on Pudge.
Yeah, he didn't have a good start, that's for sure.
Yeah. I did know Bounty Hunter.
Thanks, Slacks. Always know how to make the cast awkward. You know, you can talk too, Slacks. It's okay. You don't have to be afraid.
I promise we won't yell at you.
Yeah, unless it's stupid. It almost always
I
is.
was
Shut the fuck up.
So adamantly. It's like dad just shutting you down, you know? You have a lot of very sad father stories, Slacks. And I feel sorry for you at a very consistent rate with every story you tell. It's actually, I don't even believe half of them anymore.
How do you guys
Just
feel
hard
about
to
this
believe.
Radiant Ward on the south side of the map?
Oh, the huge hook onto Chessie. The Aetherland's coming to effect here. Although Chessie might get away, and here comes Limp. With the Chakram slowing down Cheshire Cat. I think they're just going to be happy with saving their teammate, but that was an amazing hook. What was the question?
How do you feel about this Observer Ward down on the bottom
You're
side
going to have
of
to
the
hold your horses again because Swindle's initiating. This time General has to pop his BKB.
map? Oh, that was cool.
He gets hooked out of it.
Alright, can we talk about this Observer Ward on the south side of the map?
Is this going to be another reference that I don't want to hear? Alright,
Look at-
which ward down here? Oh, what the heck? Alright, people are killing each other. God damn it, Purge. You keep doing this to me, man. I thought it was a Gem TD reference. It's just a random ward reference. Another huge hook! This time on Zifrik.
Dude,
No
he's like
trackers
winning
for
his
you.
team the game.
These hooks are enormous. I mean, it's really tough to play against a Pudge that has Aetherlands, honestly.
Yeah. Such a huge range that you can get
Especially at
pulled
nighttime.
back.
Now, if they can somehow... Actually, he's getting close. If Hanskin can get an Aghanim Scepter, so obviously we all know the effects of the healing from the Illumine and all that stuff, but he also gets clear vision during the day. So during the day, it's actually going to be tough for Pudge to get away with something like that.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, mid lane,
Radiant's bottom
recovery
tower
going for
is
the
under
tier 1
attack.
tower is going to be lift up. And you're right, Limp is going to be going for the Shivas in all likelihood, because he has the plate mail right now. Hookshot will miss. And recovery
I mean, they can chase this. There's a
gets
dust, so it does catch him.
dusted. He's so fast, though. We'll
Hook
see.
coming now.
Recovery, there he gets hookshot, pops the
He'll
BKB.
time lapse in.
Pretty decently timed. No, time lapse
Oh, he
is
doesn't
already
have it.
used.
Oh.
He's going to go down one way or another. He's going to take somebody with him, though, and that's the best he can ask for in that situation.
Okay. We've actually got a lot of gold out of that, but I think overall it's going to be more gold to complexity due to track.
Yep, we'll see right here.
Yeah, way more.
1,000 gold going away complexity as opposed to 150.
And that was 10-second BKB used on Weaver, so they kind of lost a lot there. Nice little kill.
Well, the funny thing is with that track gold, like a lot of times if you look at that situation, like, okay, it took the entire team of complexity. They were literally just surrounding the enemy. That's kind of space created. It's going to have a hook shot here, our meat hook on mid. But with track, like you said, everybody gets gold in that area. It's pretty insane.
It's not a ridiculous amount to level 1. It's like 40 or something. Yeah, 40 for allies that are in the area.
Well, what I
But
mean is
it's
it makes
200
up
for
for your
bounty.
rotation, right? For sure.
Yeah.
Right, Chessie does have Ags now, so he's on his way to making somewhat of a recovery as bottom lane, tier 1 tower getting pounded down. They do have Fortify, that's the free one.
Oh,
Hook
the hook
shot
lands.
connects. Cogs pushes back Bignum.
He's unsure if he wants to
And
go
TP
fight.
support is here as well.
Oh,
there's
the
a nice
shackle.
shackle shot on 2. Jakiro's dead, and here comes Limp. Just pounding into Cheshire Cat, who denies himself thanks to Rod. General, another hook shot. That Aghanim Scepter is coming to fruition here. General is forced to pop his ult, but in all likelihood will die. Has no TP whatsoever. Needs to buy out what he
Give him
can. He gets
taunt.
part of a Yasha. Actually, the rest of his Yasha. And there's the Death Requiem. Taking him back to the grave.
I think Chessie's going to be really happy with that. He's got his Ags now, so he's starting to rotate into his second item afterwards, and considering how behind they are, like, man, they just completely outplayed there. Really nice initiation by Swindles. That basically won them the whole fight. Initiation, he bought some time, he didn't hard commit on the Jakiro. It allowed the Radiant team to stick around for a bit longer, whereas if he hard committed, they just would have left the Jakiro. So it worked out kind of nice, and then he was able to re-engage, stop the BKB TP, and now Complexity gets a roche out of it.
Alright, so the question is, does Limp... I mean, Timbersaw is an amazing hero to have Aegis on. But Chessie has been dying a lot more often. And the fact that Timbersaw can instantly spawn and TP back, thanks to Bloodstone. Who do you think the Aegis goes to?
Oh my god, they did. Oh, that was so
lane.
beautiful.
Recovery. Barely gonna get out.
So you might be like, wow, he hookshot it really fast. He has eggs, and with Chakra Magic, it's a 6-second cooldown on hookshot.
That's pretty sick.
So good.
Pretty sick indeed.
That was another BKB chart. They didn't get the kill, but I think they're gonna be pretty happy with that.
Chessie.
Oh,
He
they find
scouted
Chessie.
after the sentry. Gets hook shot and nice shackle.
Okay, that was good. I didn't even see it come out. It like fell
Wow.
out of his pocket and shackled 2 people.
Yeah, just dumped it
While
right
she's
out
getting
there.
chomped on.
That's right, Slacks. Roshan died. And
Oh, did he kill that with Timber or something?
well, it was Timber and Windrunner, and I was asking
Okay.
who you thought. I guess I can ask you now. Who do you think it would be better on in this case? Like Timbersaw in general is better to have Aegis,
Timbersaw.
but he could
Um,
instantly spawn, right, and just TP back as opposed to Windrunner who dies more often.
Yeah, you're right about that, I guess.
I'm
I
not saying
kind
it's
of
a bad
agree,
choice,
but,
but it's
you know, if a Wind Ranger respawns, in a lot of cases she's just dead the second time if she doesn't have a Blink Dagger, because her Wind Run is possibly on cooldown. It's a 15-second cooldown, pretty long, and a lot of the other enemy heroes have disables and stuff. Whereas Timbersaw, if he plays really aggressive and gets killed, he's probably gonna come back and still be a huge threat, unless he's in Fountain or something. Like, his team is gonna be able to cover for him. He's got a lot more HP, so the Aegis in a way does more, even if he's less likely to die.
yeah. It saves his Bloodstone charges if he dies, and that's always helpful.
Yeah, good point. That's actually
Windrunner-
really the biggest hole.
Windrunner picks up the Blink Dagger as you were talking about it, so that'll be nice initiation possibilities for them. As Limp is being pursued, little does he know. Or maybe he does. He's gonna run right into Jakiro.
Jakiro's not happy
The
with that
Chakra-
one.
My goodness, Jakiro is just taking so much damage. Gets the Ice Path off. He's just gonna TP out right in the midst of things, but Swindle with the hookshot will cancel that TP. And here we have a team fight. Gemma True Sight drops to the ground. That's a 1-for-1 exchange.
They can
Dong
set
is
up.
expended, and they're just gonna TP out defensively. Oh! I thought he was gonna hit that hook shot, but the creep got in the way. That was actually pretty damn close.
Yeah, good fight for PR there. They do use a lot of cooldowns, but overall very solid. And they got the gem out of complexity.
That
That's
is
tough,
quite
man.
nice.
It's nighttime now, so it's gonna be a bit until the Ags on coL will be useful. And once it is, they didn't even get a chance to deward really.
Coddle just dropped dead of his own accord, essentially. But Cheshire Cat, he has Ogre Club. So is he going Ags or is he going BKB? I guess BKB has to be the choice against, since Timbersaw is just like Rick-rolling him every fight.
God, you always use names instead of hero names, and I have no idea who you're talking about. It's Pudge though, right?
Yeah.
I think you might be right. I think it does have to be a BKB. It also guarantee that he gets to do a Dismember for 3 seconds, which can be really big in a fight. Doesn't have to worry about clockwork. He can just
Radiant's
be his own
bottom
man.
tower is under attack.
I hope he gets
Okay,
enough
this
farm
is-
this game to get an Aghanim Scepter, but we'll see.
Alright,
As
no mana
Pudge,
now.
yeah, with no BKB, you're gonna die every single time. Or Fatso. No, BKB pop by General. Limp and Swindle are gonna team up on the twin-headed dragon who gets mech'd up, tracked up on top of it.
I think this is my favorite stat yet.
God, that looks like a copy pasta.
It's the biggest shit post I've ever seen in a Dota game.
The shitpost master.
Oh my
himself.
god, he landed it!
Oh, recovery. He has time lapse though, and he'll be okay. 40-second cooldown though.
This is like, it's like they're playing a custom game right now. They're like Chase the Weaver, like, and they're doing
wait,
it. It looks fun.
What's that custom game with all long range stuff?
Skill shot wars. or
Yeah,
something.
skill shot. That's what it feels like for sure.
Radiant's
You got
middle
Timber
tower
Chain, hook
is
shot,
under
meat hook.
attack.
Oh, my lord. Only in Captain's Draft.
You know what here we haven't seen yet in Captain's Draft is like Invoker. I feel like he hasn't made it through yet.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I wouldn't be
was not
surprised
the
if there's a
micro
bug where he's not even in the game.
I don't feel bad.
Just throwing it out there.
Middle tower has fallen.
I don't remember him being in the pool ever.
Yeah, and if he was, he probably got banned and we didn't notice because we were too busy talking about shit that doesn't matter.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, Limp has 17 charges now, and he just spent a bunch of gold, I believe. Let's see what he got. Is that? Yep, that's in Ags. Hey, does he have point booster?
I have a feeling he's about to purchase it
Yeah,
in 400 gold.
Need a little bit more gold. Like, please, let me have this wave, bro. You're feeding, I'm not. And that'll give him his axe.
Eggs is so good to have, especially on Timbersaw. Normally, you get Bloodstone, you're like, okay, I've got plenty of mana, right? But when you get Ags, your mana usage actually goes up a lot. So the fact that he's doing really well and has Ags actually makes his Ags a lot better than normal, because he's going to be able to cast so many more times. He
Alright, we
will
have
have to
a-
drop his cloak, though.
Yep, that is unfortunate, as the courier's there. With the entire act, can they take this out? That smoke?
Oh, if the courier dies?
Oh my!
Oh,
Do they
it's
see
dead.
it? They take it out. That is no Aghanim Scepter for you,
He's-
Limp.
yes,
You're gonna get
suicide.
meat hooked into a dismember. He could deny himself if he's not
Just
stunned.
suicide.
Oh my god, that is so much damage. He doesn't deny himself. And the gem
Oh, his
drops to
Aegis
the
ran
deck.
out while he was dying.
Oh, that's right.
I
didn't
heard
realize.
the sound. I didn't think about it, though.
Oh, man. Swindles with a nice hook shot. Onto 2. They're going to take out Jakira with pretty much no issue. Cheshire Cat's going to attempt to
Swindles
TP out.
looks dead.
General
Okay.
gets hook shot, canceling that Requiem of Souls. Swindles in the meantime. The Requiem, or I'm sorry, the Raise will take him out. Wow. A lot of close calls this game.
Yeah. Wow, really unfortunate there for Timbersaw, though. That's amazing.
How much, I want to see
Oh,
how
no.
much damage Timbersaw did. Like, Jesus.
Fight recap. He did 3,000 damage there with like 4 spells.
God. That was one combo. That's so sick.
Yeah. I mean, he does 180 every time the chakram passes. If that passes through 3 people, that's like 1,200 pure damage. That's pure damage. Not to mention the other abilities he used. That's pretty amazing, man.
I think Slacks has, he said at the beginning of the cast, if we see any pictures that things might go wrong, can you verify things with us, Slacks? Can you put another picture of Windrunner if things are not going well for you? We just need a confirmation.
Oh,
Oh.
damn, you guys.
Okay. Nice job, nice troll.
He was probably like, damn, I have to like put a shitty image up now just to like verify that I'm trolling them.
Oh, yeah. Can you can't put like custom pictures up there, I don't think.
I think you only use it the heroes or the team icons, stuff like that.
Okay. That's too bad. I was hoping to see like
Dude,
a
people-
horse or something. You
Yeah,
know,
right. What do you think people would actually use there? Come on.
A penis?
They would use, yeah, really inappropriate things. That shouldn't be in Dota 2, the video game.
Well, you can draw it on the minimap, so if it's allowed there, I think it should be allowed anywhere.
Okay.
Limp, his charges have dissipated a decent amount thanks to that death. I want to see how close was he to not dying?
I'm
thanks to
pretty sure the
Aegis?
sound happened in the fight, so technically it would have been... But the hard part is that he needed to suicide right before his Aegis denied. That would have been the only way for him to do it on time. But then
Right.
it's like, what's the point, right? He wastes his suicide cooldown, and...
Oh, we have
they're
hook
fighting.
shot. Cheshire Cat pushed all the way back, and Limp is going to isolate Cheshire Cat pretty easily. Although Song is used, Mech popped on top of it. Eliminate's going to be completely wasted. Cheshire Cat has very little mana. I'm pretty sure he's just going to drop to the deck
I mean,
here.
they can chase this.
And he's going to try to deny himself, but it's not going to be happening this time. And Swindle looking for more initiation possibilities. J4 extremely low. Remember, this is the clear vision time for coDL.
Yeah,
Very
they can
difficult
go
for
high
a
ground
Push
here.
to initiate. And he
A
has a
little
gem
bit
as
low
well.
mana for clock, but
So he's essentially a Night Stalker with Ags right now, but daytime. Does that work exactly the same, the vision?
I'm sorry, what? I was confused
Of
with
course,
his
you were
stat.
probably reading, yeah. Not a big
Yeah.
surprise. Oh, recovery
got him.
initiated upon.
Oh,
He's
they
going to
got
get blown up. Great layering of stuns, not allowing him to pop time lapse. He does have buyback, and I think it's going to be forced out here.
Yeah.
We have initiation
Okay,
again.
they all
General
went the
pops
same
the BKB, going for Requiem of Souls, doing a very nice
Oh,
amount
that
of damage
damage.
with the Ice Path into Macropyre. Bounty Hunter's going to find his way to the grave. Limp, get away. They have not fought back on Weaver, so doing a nice job of defending without him. J4 in the meantime goes in for an ensnare, takes a ton of damage in the meantime. Cheshire Cat with the dismember, but Limp is here, and I don't know if you can get out. There's no freaking way. 50 seconds left on Weaver's death timer.
Man, that fight was so cool. Just SF Requiem in combination with the Macropyre and like the Ice Path not letting him get out. That was really awesome.
What I was asking is the Ag's vision for Keeper, is it essentially the same as Night Stalker at night?
Yes.
Like complete clear vision, right? 1800?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, here we have another initiation. General does not have BKB. They didn't stick around
They
to
have a
finish the
Call
kill,
Blast.
though. They're going to focus on Jakiro instead, but the power shot actually kills 2. Chessie turning on beast mode. Buyback by Jakiro. Weaver's up in 12. Still has not expended the buyback of himself. I think it'll be a big waste now that they've held on this long. Jakiro takes a Chakram and Timber Chain combination, trying to create as much space as possible is Limp. They're going to get to tier 4. They might need to back now that Weaver is up, but it is 5-on-4. Here's the Here's the
We got
song.
Macrofire.
Setting things up. There's no Requiem, but the Macropire, like you said, into an Ice Path, into a dual
too
breath.
late.
Recovery is just dealing so much damage. Takes out Chessie with that MKB. The win run will do absolutely nothing for you. Swindle attempting to run away. Has cogs, but will lock in the damage dealer himself. Gets off a hook shot, but the meat hook misses that time. Recovery should be able to find this kill with a couple more right clicks of that Ant Weaver alien thing.
You could hook. Okay.
Radiant's bottom
So nice,
tower is under
nice hold there.
attack.
Could have been a little better. The Naga released her ultimate a little bit late, wasted the ice path. In her defense, the Jakiro did wait until he went a little early, which would have required the Naga to go. So they just had some small communication issues there. And that's what happens when you have a team that probably doesn't play Naga is forced into playing Naga. You need to have some experience communicating with how you're comboing your spells, otherwise you're going to make mistakes. And they wasted the ice path on Jakiro, and they could have maybe gotten a 4th hero. Either way, they did hold. Very good for them.
Cheshire Cat changed his mind, or maybe he had it. Maybe he hasn't changed his mind. That's what he was going for all along. But it's going to be an Aghanim Scepter, 4-second cooldown, meat hook. It's definitely the riskier play, but it has higher opportunity to be beneficial for them.
Increases their
High risk,
damage
high
a lot,
reward.
you know? Like the 4-second cooldown is really, really good. Increases the damage it does, lowers the cooldown, all around really strong Ags upgrade. Just, you usually always get Aetherlands first, and you usually need like a 4-staff or a Blink Dagger first as well, but he's just opting to go straight Aether into Ags. If they had a more offensive team, I think Ags would be the go-to here. Or I'm sorry, Blink would be the go-to. But because they're always playing on the defense, I think the Ags is a good option. They can just constantly fish for hooks, and if they get somebody out of position, they can win a fight.
It's going to be difficult, but if Complexity can get away with stealing the Roche, it'll be pretty big, because they'll hold on to that Aegis, and then in time for daytime, which is when you really want to push with this team. And Cheshire Cat's going to find a haste for himself, and he does have the Ags fully completed, so 4-second cooldown meat hook, 450 pure damage. Pretty disgusting. Love that Ags. How many Flesh Heap stacks does he have? He has 11, not too shabby, not too shabby. So his ult is going to deal a considerable amount of damage as well, but it's not... The problem is he dies so quick when he uses it,
Yeah.
so... Oh, he misses the hook, but guess what? It's up again!
He doesn't even care. It's not bad.
What do you think of the Dagon here for Limp? It's not that unusual on a Timber Saw once you're 5 slotted.
Yeah, the hero's really burst damage heavy, so it just increases that more. And he also doesn't really... He has the luxury of not having to worry about getting chain stun. The disables on PR are a little bit weak, so if he just grabs Ags and a Shivas and a Bloodstone, he's got plenty of mana regen, he's got plenty of offensive potential, and putting a Dag on top of it's really good. It just increases his damage potential by so much, because after reduction, Dagon's going to do like 600, and then they can't even necessarily build against Timber. The only solution is like BKB, because you can't resist both pure damage and magic. The only way is to build HP or BKB.
Yeah, and the problem is the BKB for Shadow Fiend has been used so often that it's now at 5 seconds, and Weaver's is dissipating slowly as well. It's 7 seconds right now.
That's a valid stat.
I wish I could tell everything I want to say. I don't know. Like, the bowel issues aren't really that big of a problem these days. Captain's Draft 1, I was always so nervous before the cast that I would have like bowel explosions before every cast. Did you know that, Purge?
Dude, that's what push to talk is for. Just like move your computer into the bathroom and cast on a toilet.
You know, I do have a wireless headset.
Yeah, dude. Just
I can
toilet
technically
cast.
do it, but I'm pretty sure Pimp would just mute me, so...
The best of Moonduck. This is it.
That is correct.
That is correct. Can you use the proper capitalization? It's so annoying. I hate when people do that. Like, there's literally one way to...
You're literally upset that he didn't capitalize Suns fan. You're not upset that he just told the internet that you shit yourself one time.
No, because that's on
That's-
YouTube. Do you think I care? Honestly.
I don't know, man. Just one of these is more
Hey, you should
relevant
put a...
than the
Oh,
others.
here we go. Hook shot initiation. Cheshire Cat's going to be pushed away thanks to the cogs. General with a decent ult, but recovery. He buys back and time lapses in. He's in a lot of trouble. He pops the BKB, though. He's going to take the Aegis for himself. Beautiful play from the Weaver. Did cost the buyback, but definitely worth it. Z-Freak pounded down to the right clicks of the Weaver. Limp in the meantime, trying to do as much damage as
Missing a lot of
possible.
trees.
He misses the Timber Chain, though. Yeah, there's no trees in the river, unfortunately for
They can
him.
clean up though.
Jakiro trying to help out on the kill on Swindle. We're going to see a Dag and get another kill. This time, it is going to be on Jakiro. Song of the Siren.
It's the
Catches only
deadest
one.
coddle I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's pretty dead. He pops the Ghost Scepter. That's only going to amplify the damage of that Pudge, I tell you what, son. And down he goes. Gem
Did
drops,
they pick up
too.
the gem?
My
Okay,
goodness.
they saw. That's
that was
pretty
interesting.
good. I think the Wind Ranger's really regretting not having BKB now. I think.
Yeah, he went just
But-
pure damage, huh?
Well, I don't know if it would matter because there's already an MKB on Weaver. Weaver's doing quite well. There's an MKB now in SF. The Wind Ranger's just so far behind. She doesn't have a solution against these heroes anymore. If they get on top of her, she can't get away. She almost needs a Force Staff or something. Or she has
That
to
Weaver
initiate.
buyback was pretty sick, especially considering he got a couple kills on top of that and the Aegis.
Yeah,
Who killed
absolutely.
Roshan? Was that a snatch? Yeah, he snatched it. So
Okay.
Roshan was technically killed by complexity.
Oh, he can kill this guy here.
Oh, recovery! Time lapse is
Oh, he
out.
only used one of his
Got
chakrams.
Shikuchi up in a second. This has to be a blind kill if nothing else. The recovery's going to be okay for now, unless he does something really stupid. You never know. He's
There's a
good.
very small limp mistake there.
Hey, you can ask Cinderin what he thinks about the capitalization stuff too. Anybody that has a capitalized letter gets very annoyed by that stuff.
I never got into that whole like making sure
Hey.
that your name looks cool
Well,
thing.
you have the well, you can't do anything cool with your name. Like
Yeah, I
yours
can.
would
You
look
think I could have
ridiculous.
capitalized a bunch of dumb stuff?
No, but it would have looked so dumb. Like mine is 2 words combined into one, so it kind of makes sense to capitalize. Cinderin is just weird. He's Danish, so you got to capitalize one random letter at the end. I don't think you can do that with Purge, can you? Like lowercase Purge with capital E? That doesn't that doesn't sound very good.
I would definitely capitalize the U and the G.
The U and the G. Oh, that's horrible. This changed my
Yeah, it'd be
script.
pretty bad.
I can't stop thinking about how awful that would be. Bignum,
The
saved by
chainsaw.
the song, trying to get the macropire as much off as possible.
Limp's low.
Layering
He
isn't the
got healed,
greatest
though.
general. Gets the ultimate off. Limp at half HP at the current point. Swindle's going to cog. Force staff
BKBs
away.
are down.
It's a 1-for-1, but the Windrunner's a nice hook on the hand skin. And that might be another gem. Is that the second gem or did you just get it back? He drops it, regardless of the fact.
Oh,
And
there's
that is
two.
a 2-for-2. Nice hook shot, trying to get away. Swindle and Limp. Cogs are going to push recovery back as well. Still has Aegis to work with. It keeps hitting those damn cogs.
Ubani really wanted to get one there, but he
Yeah.
just couldn't. They're both picked up now.
And they just bought that gem, I believe. So they're going to be out for quite a while.
You know, I'm really liking the Dagon 5, but I feel like Timbersaw really wishes he had an Octarine core. If he could heal up after doing
Oh,
damage,
that's true. Yeah.
like they could get so much advantage. They could have continued fighting there and possibly won it.
I have to say, the whole holding the gem on coL has not worked out. And I think
He
they
just
could have
dies
put
too
it
soon.
on Clockwork. Like, he's been getting away somewhat consistently. He has more survivability.
Yeah, the
Surprised
AC
they
helps
haven't
a
done
lot for that.
Even, like, the bounty would be better option than coL. coL just dies instantly.
Yeah, that looks pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Wait, so
That's-
action slack. See, he capitalizes the letters as one word, technically.
That's my second gold star. I just want to point out. I'd like to point out that on my head of you right now.
Is there a toilet icon there, Slacks? That would be
There's
perfect.
no way there's a toilet icon.
We need to... Somebody needs to contact Valve and ask for that. Oh, there it is. There's the toilet icon. Close enough, man. That's close enough. Alright, well, Chessie has the full data list now. But you're right. It is a glass cannon build for Chessie, and you
It's-
have to think that
it's good,
BKB is
but-
next.
I'm just on.
Oh,
I'm not
my
sure.
Limp.
Limp might die.
Might be getting caught out.
He's got
Oh, he's gonna have
this-
to
he
deny.
didn't.
He doesn't get it off. Underestimates the cooldown for hook.
Oh, she
Pudge
just
has hook
What a
again.
huge mistake by Chessie here.
Or he has blink, I should say. Chessie. There's
This-
no dismember, but
That
there's
was
no way.
That's
Hook
man.
not even
Chessie's
needed.
just super tilting or something. I'm not sure. He's having a rough game.
Yeah, he is 6-10. Limp is 16-3. Weaver 16-7. So he's come back quite nicely since that beginning of the game.
Yeah, he's doing great. Really good damage items. I think he itemized correctly. Needed damage right away. Got those first couple of kills.
I mean,
Made the game
despite
so
all
much
these
easier.
fights kind of going PR's way,
His bottom tower is under attack.
Complexity still technically has over a 10,000 net worth lead.
Yeah, but their fights are never straightforward, I feel. And even if they do engage, PR can always just ulti with the Naga Siren, which lets them set up the way they want to. That's what
Right,
makes
and
it hard.
I feel like Pudge, the net worth doesn't really show for him, like how much he gets out of these items as well. Like mobility on top of the Ag/Aether Lens is, I mean, right now he's bottom 5 in net worth, but I think he's more beneficial to the team than Windrunner, who's one higher, for example. As he's gonna miss a hook, but hey, it doesn't matter. He's got hook shot
Guys,
again.
Can we fire slacks? He's
Slex, you
misspelling
spelled
so
despite
much.
wrong.
I didn't even get to read it.
Jesus.
Class,
It's
can you
okay.
just use a dictionary for God's sake? Stop giving us Americans a bad name with your spelling errors, okay? I forgive you. Sorry.
Double chakram is so cool. Damn.
Oh my goodness. That hook range is insane. That is actually game breaking how insane the hook
It's
is
like
right
the
now.
whole screen. You can actually hook the whole screen.
Only you could zoom out while playing. Limp's gonna TP out to safety. Good choice, because Cheshire Cat was not far behind. Alright, what does Pudge get? This is an interesting choice now for Cheshire Cat, other than buyback. Let's just pretend he's not saving for buyback.
You could argue for BKB now. That way he could do blink ultis in melee range and kill somebody. You could go for a E-Blade would be also a possibility, because it could
Oh, I
amp up
love
your damage on a
E-Blade.
single target.
That's great.
Force Staff also.
Yeah.
Eh.
That's definitely not true. Definitely not true. Recovery, initiate upon, takes a dagger to the face. He's gonna
Oh,
time
I
outside
get the shackle.
into a shackle shot. Beautifully done by Chessie, and that is a dead weaver for 2 minutes. No buyback. Let's see if Complexity can capitalize.
That's basically why you
Another
spell the
hook
Wind
shot.
Ranger.
This time on General. He's gonna get pushed back. Nope. Meat hook back in.
Oh,
Swindle
he gets him.
catches Cheshire Cat into the
It's
cog.
gonna be hard to land a shackle though.
There's the saving song.
They can maybe set up on this.
Oh, Limp's gonna take a Requiem. No, it's
Oh,
gonna be
what a
canceled
hook.
right away by Swindle. Beautiful hook shots all game. Again canceled, this time by the coddle. And General shackled.
he's
Are
dead.
they able to take him out with the dagger? And they are. He buys
gonna
back
die, though.
immediately. Limp,
Oh.
deny yourself. For God's sake, deny yourself.
yourself! Kill yourself!
Jesus, horse, Lord. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Oh,
Swindle
the fight's not done
gets
yet.
hooked. Cheshire Cat, beautifully done. Chessie able to get another double shackle. This is actually insane. Chessie's just super pissed at the early game. He is gonna drop, but damage was done.
Dude, this
Buyback
game is
score.
intense.
It is.
We're close to like 2 kills per minute. These fights just like don't end. They keep going
DAS
back
Dota,
and
man.
forth.
Good stuff.
You know, I really like this Wind Ranger build. I think this is the way you have to play Wind Ranger, but a lot of times you're forced into a BKB before you get the Daedalus, and you saw the value of it. Like he's had a rough game, and all he gets is a shackle, and he can kill somebody with focus fire, whether that's Pudge or whether that's Weaver, and that's really where the value is, and your ability to just kill somebody instantly with the Daedalus.
All right,
You
did
know,
they
instantly,
recover that gem?
I don't even know, man.
Because there's one.
There
No,
is
that's
there
the
is a
third
gem on coDL, yes, but
No, they had. So PR has one gem and then another one in base. So
no,
this
that was
is
me
the-
saying kill myself, please. It's like you're just wrong there.
Well, Pimp does say that a lot.
Oh, they're gonna go on SF mid. He's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, he has
Getting
BKB.
framed.
Do they have enough right clicks to take him down? They do not.
God, that was really close. They maybe needed to chalk him up.
Oh, they can still get it. Blink, Dagon. Not up yet. 3 seconds. They're not gonna need it, I don't think. One chalk. Oh my God, he's so freaking low. Blink off cooldown. Damn, that was like sub 100
Wow.
HP.
You know, if he just would have chakrammed a little bit earlier, pulled them back, and the BKB didn't come out earlier,
rocket
then
flare?
they would have had
No.
it.
Not quite enough damage.
That's only 1,000 HP away from the rocket killing.
Yeah, that's too bad. You never know. Never know.
So what do you think Clockwork gets next? Like, Clockwork's like a hero that can buy some weird ass items and it still be viable. Like AC here, I'm not going to criticize this. They needed an AC, gives them armor. Okay, it's a solution.
Yeah, Lotus Orb would be
Pimp Sand.
interesting. I mean, Blade Mail is a very common pick. I don't know how good it is this game, though. I mean, Macro Pyre is a lot of damage, so you can just stand in that theoretically, but meh.
I don't think it's a terrible idea to get Blade Mail. It'd be decent against a lot of these heroes because their BKBs are low, but do you really want to buy a Blade Mail late game? He did buy a BKB. Okay. I think that's a good idea. You can BKB out a Song of the Siren. And it's a late game scenario, like BKB is
Oh,
going to be good for
Cheshire
us.
Cat jumps in and eats Handskin. Is this going to be the third gem going the way of PR? We have counter initiation from Swindle, Macro Pyre's pop, recovery. BKB activated along with General. They're just chasing Swindle with that BKB. It's not going to stop you from taking these
Hook
right
creeps.
clicks of Shadow Fiend. One more
I don't
hook
know if
shot
I like
might
that.
save the day. Blink is up in 4 seconds. Swindle has another hook in
Radiant's
6
bottom
seconds.
tower is
Juking
under
a bit. He's going to live, surprisingly enough. All they lose is a coddle with another fucking gem.
coDL is such a rough game. Like, but there's just not much he can do. There's so many heroes that can just go on him, and he gets killed. He's really.
I feel like
proving
the
to be a
issue is that
vulnerability.
he's holding the gem constantly.
I mean, that's
They
not
did pick
necessarily
it up,
why they're
right?
killing him. They're just killing him because he's easy to kill.
Well, no, what
Yeah,
I'm saying is you're giving up the gem every 5 minutes. You have to buy a new one. I believe that's the
They are,
third
but-
gem he's dropped this game, all of which are in PR's hands. I mean, obviously it makes sense for like countering the ward since he does have the clear vision, but
Yeah, they're in the base. They could even do like a gem retrieval. You guys see the videos on Reddit all the time, I'm
smoke
sure.
it up, yeah.
Yeah, just go for the smoke.
All right, well, this is going to be a pretty free Roshan, so that's pretty big for complexity. It's going to be Aegis and Cheese. Limp does not really have room for anything. Don't think he wants to give up his boots of travel. Chessie desperately needs Aegis, though. No doubt about it.
Yeah, I would agree with that at this stage.
into the dire.
And the Cheese, you can just hold it on Bounty or something like that.
Clearly, coL gets this, right? coL has a new gem.
Does he? I'm surprised they haven't hit the cooldown here. I mean, I guess they're buying them. It just came off? Okay.
That's a good point, dude.
That is kind of ironic, huh? That's the opposite intention. Volvo fixed lore.
Ooh, eggs up on Naga Siren in about 70 gold. Which means they're going to heal
Is
his
it
allies.
Is it 4% per second? What is it?
8% for
Oh my
7
God.
seconds. So that's, what,
Is under
over
attack.
50% of their health?
That's insane. Like a jug ward on crack. Well, it doesn't heal technically as much, but in a faster duration for sure. All right, well, Chessie goes BKB now. So he has Aegis, BKB coming. Cheshire Cat misses the TP, or misses the hook, I should say. And he's going to TP out just fine.
He's surely going BKB next on Pudge. I just can't believe there hasn't been a Rax there. This game has been so crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's a 10k gold lead for complexity, but this feels super
Oh, he did
even
get
right now.
Octarine. Okay, he sold his Bloodstone. I was thinking about that. I was like, maybe he sells his Bloodstone, but he's going to have way less mana. But there is a coL, I guess. I think this is overall the right choice, honestly.
Did he sell it or just...
Yeah, I think he sold it.
Damn. Damn, son.
It's overall the right idea. He's not going to
mean-
be able to farm as well, which doesn't matter, right? He doesn't need mana regen like crazy amounts. But it could really limit him teamfights. If he casts Chakra twice, that's like a huge amount of his mana pool. Like he just lost like 500 mana. It's going to take a while to get that back.
Pudge is dead. He does have buyback, and that's super scary, especially at nighttime. But yeah, I mean, Limp hasn't denied himself once with that Bloodstone. He's probably pretty angry, so he just like, fuck it, just sell it. Let's get that Octarine, delicious Octarine core.
Yeah,
But
he
no
needed
tier 3
Octarine.
tower. Means they can right-click this Rax. Fortification is up. Focus fire applied.
Structures are fortified.
Song of the Siren. Pudge is going to buy back. This could be pretty big. Where's the Shadow Fiend? There it is. He gets the ult off. It's instantly kills the Bounty Hunter. Chessie's being eaten alive. Hookshot will miss, but Aegis is commenced here. Limp attempting to run away with that Timber Chain. General's going to take some more Chakra Magic and the Dagger. He's going to live to see another day, though. Another hookshot. Chessie just destroyed despite having the BKB, and Swindle is next on the list. A lot of damage done by Limp, though. Recovery is just focusing on him. Right clicks away. MKB
Wow, they're
and the
losing.
Desolator dealing so much damage, but it's a 3 for nothing. A successful defense. A nice hook
Oh,
shot at the
the
last
hook.
second. Cheshire Cat. Another number 4 gem. They're just collecting them. No problem. That's
Yeah,
a
they're
huge
just
fight.
they're just stomping these fights now. It's
That's a
just becoming
5k
really
net
straightforward.
worth purge back into PR's pocket.
Their team fight is just so much better. Wind Ranger doesn't have any options. She just gets killed by any of these heroes. The BKB doesn't really save her either. She even had an Aegis there, and she still couldn't do anything. And that's because PR can set up so perfectly with the Song of the Siren. They cast Song, they walk up, they kill somebody with Requiem, and then Complexity's already off on the wrong foot.
Man, I was not expecting Limp to perhaps lose this game. He is now 17-4, and they might lose this game. It's not looking good now after that last fight. Recovery initiated upon with the sheep stick. He can time lapse, technically speaking. There we go, and he's full HP. He's good. They don't quite have enough damage to take him out in one fell swoop. He is tracked up. He can't take that off now. But the reinforcements have arrived. Cheshire Cat with the global hook. Will it connect on anyone? He freaks in the trees. They don't see him. It's going to hit. My God, the range is insane. Limp being eaten alive into an ice path, into a macro pyre. Down he goes. He does have buyback. Song of the Siren use, they're gonna find Z Freak.
Wow, they got him.
Yeah, they have cheese, but I don't think he wants to use it in this situation. And down he goes. He also has buyback, but the damage is real from PR.
Man, PR's just gonna win, I think. They just didn't have enough stuns, I think. They never, like, with their big gold advantage, they never had the ability to just end the game. They couldn't kill all 5 heroes. Every single fight was a trade. And despite that being advantageous for Bounty Hunter...
Oh, Shackle onto Weaver. Does have
He
time left
misclicked a little
once
bit.
he's up. There we go. He
Oh, they might
uses
get
it. Now he's cogged up very
Oh my
low.
God,
He's going to
he's
be
gonna
forced
live.
back, but the
He
rocket
did
flare
die.
actually finishes him off, surprisingly enough. And that'll
That
be the
was very
push.
unlucky.
Did cost a buyback, or 2 buybacks, I think, right?
Yeah, 2 buybacks. Timber as well as Bounty Hunter.
I mean, that's a fair trade, honestly. I mean, Weaver, obviously, not good that he died, but they should still be okay. Satanic now on General.
That guy's really scary now. His right-click damage is good. He's got minus armor. He can heal up. He's not going to get chain stunned, really. There's not really a hero that does that. Except for maybe Keeper of the Light, but Keeper of the Light's been chakra magicking a lot of other heroes. I don't think he can prioritize that as much. And BKB stops it anyway, so...
I think one of the problems that Complexity also faced so far in this game, of course it's not over yet, is there... we're going to have to perhaps hold on to that thought as the Necro books are activated. Limp. You know, oh my god, Hook hits again. Swindle not able to force step over the cliff, but he will survive regardless. J4, there's the song. Alright, where's the Shadow Fiend? Here he is. BKB popped into a Requiem. It's completely wasted! Was it cancelled? The song was not able to come offline, unfortunately. Swindle's being eaten alive.
They can win this
J4
fight.
taken out. Gem drops to the deck. Cheshire Cat. He's on the outside of the cogs. The buyback from Weaver is going to force Complexity back. That's a pretty big win, though.
I mean, they can still fight this if they land a disable. There it is.
Recovery. We have another buyback, but his recovery is dead. There's no buyback. Complexity. Can they take advantage of this? Gem is just sitting out there for all to see.
Alright, they have to go back and get mana, and then they're going to come back and fight again. They've got 95 seconds. This is good for them. That's how they need to have their fights. Luckily for them, PR messed up their initiation. Oh, he just does the send back recall.
A recall for the win.
Yeah, they had to. Limp's mana regen isn't good enough.
Alright, well, they're going to probably get a Rax unless an amazing hook is landed by the Pudge. Should be a free Rax. Can they get more? 70 seconds pull in. They know he's dead for that long. There's no surprise buyback coming.
They need 2
heading
Rax
towards
here, I
top.
think.
Shackle won't connect. Focus Fire's off cooldown, so they can do considerable amount of damage to this tower, if not the entire Rax. Cheshire Cat's daytime, keep in mind. He hits the hook on Chessie. Gets canceled right away thanks to the hook shot of Swindle Melons. Olympus going to apply a little bit of pressure to Chiro. Is forced back to base. Hook shot. Not there. Swindle. 2 seconds left for his hook shot. He's going to get destroyed, though. They're still focusing Rax. Chessie might be trying to use his focus fire and get this Rax. Buyback by Swindle as well, by the way. Jakiro completely blown up. Decimated to the ground. Still 30 seconds with no Weaver. They might still go.
78 on Jakiro.
Hook connects.
There's very little mana on Timber, though. He
Well,
can't TP back.
most of their building damage is Chessie. That's all they really need. Fortifications pop Limp. He's getting destroyed. He might finally go down. Pops the Shivas. Trying to stay alive, but he's ensnared. Anything will do here. Song of the Siren used. Weaver comes back in 10 seconds. Can they defend? Alright, well, the Timber Saw gets destroyed to the Requiem. Yeah, Chessie's popping the BKB. Going for the Rax. Can they get it? Will this be megacreeps? They are going to get it. Weaver is back in the fray of things, though. Chessie destroyed. 95-second has buyback. Like you said, Z-Freak is going to have to sacrifice his life along with Handskin. Alright, so what do we have here?
3 heroes.
3 heroes versus eventually 5. Right now 4.
I think they're okay. All the waves are very pushed in. PR doesn't have the best pushing of heroes. Like, Weaver can kind of push. Jakiro's okay at it. But SF doesn't have AoE. Weaver doesn't have AoE. But they have to go. By the way,
yeah, they have to go. And Roshan's coming up very shortly. I'm not sure if anybody has time to do that, though. Especially with Complexity only having 3.
Oh, Shadowblade Wind Ranger. I really like this.
This is going to be a surprise. I mean, he bought back, so no point in holding on to any gold. Bottom lane still getting pressured by Swindles, by the way. Courier's killed. Chessie just trying to push this wave back.
Swindle's in the back line trying to look for heroes. He might spot Jakiro. He spots a creep wave. He's just trying to split push, actually.
Yeah, this is really smart. Swindle has a BKB, can try to TP away, but he's going to get eaten.
He will
And the
get
Ice
stunned.
Path might connect. Nope.
Oh, it
BKB was
misses.
still activated. Cheshire Cat just chasing with that hook and rod. Meanwhile, in the base, the push is commencing. General trying to do as much damage as possible. Gets the tier 3. Going for the mid racks. They should be able to clean that up.
Oh,
And
they got
that's
swindles.
surprisingly enough.
That was the dieback for him.
Oh, wow, you're right.
They can
Clockwork
win
has
this.
no buyback. What the hell is going on in this game? Full racks now in the mid lane for PR. Shackle Shot will not connect. Timbersaw back in 20 seconds. What can PR do?
There's a rapier on SF, by the way.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Rapier on SF.
He still
Recovery has
MKB.
Moonshard.
He's losing mana. He's got very low mana. This is dangerous. If they drain all of
Recovery
his
is
mana,
forced to pop his BKB. He gets tracked up. Fortification is used. I don't know if they can continue this. Recovery just... Oh, he
they
gets
got him.
destroyed! The song is too late. No buyback for him. I think PR is all in here. Chessie takes a Requiem of Soul to the face. No buyback
They
for
can
him.
win.
Z-Freak on the run.
2
But the
heroes
hook
left.
will completely destroy him. Limp in the meantime
They
trying
just
to
have to defend.
defend as much as possible. General is too low. He does have Satanic, though.
Tier 4 is down.
Yeah, Jakiro is not a good defender in this case. It is a 2v4, but Jakiro
They
needs
have to-
help.
They have to go.
Is under attack.
I feel like they have to back him.
If
General
they
is
defend,
super
if they,
low
if
right
they go
now.
back, they lose, I feel. If they can land this hook, it'd be really big. Or just that.
Melee hook connected. They're going to dismember Hanskin. That should be a free kill. Eventually, the Raze will take him out. I don't
The
know.
throne's taking so much damage.
Yeah, this throne's just going to die all by itself. Somebody
No,
needs to
it's
keep
okay.
it back or the game's going to be over.
Radiant's ancient is
Oh, the worst part is the creep wave's not pushing up fully. They're busy fighting, but they're not always killing the creeps.
Oh, man.
This is so hard for PR to win now.
These catapults dealing so much damage. They do not have great defense. Like Fudge
Yeah.
and Jakiro are not good in this.
Jakiro's
defense at all.
okay, but it's just not... They need, like, Maelstroms or something. Someone with scaling damage.
Well, Weaver will be back in 30 seconds. And they still have the Divine Rapier. Which is their all-in play here. Game's actually insane.
Yeah.
How is this happening? In the game, if you look at the net worth, it's almost even, despite having Mega Creeps now. Of course, that'll
They're-
go in more
they're
in
back
favor
to
of
defend
complexity,
now.
but... Oh, boy.
Well, they're
I mean,
all alive.
Perch, is the next fight going to be it? Or does
I don't think
Complexity
it'll
have
take a
anything
lot.
else up
The
its sleeve?
throne has, like, 40% HP. All they have to do is get a pick off on somebody that doesn't have buyback and they win.
Yeah.
And that's basically everybody in the game. I think Radiant team will play it, or the Dire team might play it safe. They don't necessarily need to push right now. They could wait till their heroes are up, farm some buyback gold, get Roshan, and then take a fight. That's the safest way to do it. We may see this game be delayed for a couple minutes because of that, and I do not blame them. This game has been insane, and if Complexity loses, they're done for this this best of 3, that is.
And Roshan is available. Complexity knows it. Rocket Flare scouts it out. Hooligan has room for Aegis and Cheese now, like, honest. Well, Clockwork does. He has a TP. Can get rid of. Timbersaw, absolutely no room. Windrunner, you not really any room, but technically you could get rid of something if need be. Cheshire Cat, a little too late on that hook at top lane. And this is a free rush for coL.
The benefit of mega creeping. Just imagine how different this game would have been if PR didn't lose or mess up that Requiem. Like, the game could have been so different.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Was that the hook shot that canceled it?
to the die.
No, it was just bad timing. Oh, did he cancel the Naga turning off? Is that what happened?
Yeah, that's what I thought happened.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he directly hit him, but the small AoE stun from the hook shot.
Okay.
I
So
think.
it was very clear that the Naga ulti didn't end in time. But
Right.
if it was a hook shot, that's really nicely done by Swindles.
I mean, the timing
I
was
didn't
so
see it.
off that I highly doubt it was a mistake on J4.
Yeah, you're probably right. It was like more than a second off.
Nice little power treads, casual power treads on the ground here at the bottom lane.
3 power turns. Naga picks up a Eagle Song. Is this going to be an Ethereal Blade? Probably. It can save whoever gets shackled and focus fired.
A little bit surprised he's not going for like the Maelstrom or any kind of push. He has decent push
Yeah.
just with his skills, but I mean, against Mega Creeps, you need a lot more than that.
I think he's too far behind to rely on himself carrying. He needs to make sure that the people that are farmed and can do damage can stay
Oh,
alive.
Cheshire Cat better be careful. coDle can see him. He's going to get hooked, though, on the cliff. Counter initiation. Swindle stuck on the cliff now. BKB by Cheshire Cat's not going to do too much
He's healing
to the
so
focus
much.
fire, but the healing from J4 is insane. What can they do now? Cheshire Cat hooks in Clockwork, who just hook shots away.
Can they kill J4?
Limp. Oh, he's going to get
looks dead.
decimated. Down he goes.
Oh,
the
gems.
glimmer at the last second. Limp
Shot. Oh, it doesn't get
forced away.
Radiant's
But the pressure is
ancient
there.
under attack.
The throne is taking damage from creeps.
They do have a glyph.
This is going to be tough to
Picks
hold
on
on
General.
as General gets sheeped up.
Oh my god.
And he
he's
is
dead. That's it,
blown
no
up.
buyback.
No buyback for him,
Rapier
and
as
this
well.
might do it. Rapier drops the deck. Recovery just needs to eat his moon shard and take that divine, but
Is under
there's too much going on, and
That's gotta
Complexity
be
is going to
devastating,
take
it.
this game as it is caused
Oh.
a rage quit by Recovery.
That's a rage quit.
My goodness, this game was freaking insane, man.
That was a good ass game, man. That's captain's draft right there in a nutshell. Forcing
Ugh.
teams to pick heroes that can't necessarily end the game when they want to. It was a really cool game.
Flax, any last words, friend?
That's amore.
Thank you. All right, so that was game 2 of this best of 3. It's going to go to game 3. It is 1-1 right now in this qualifier round 1 between Complexity and Power Rangers. Stay tuned, friends. We'll be right back.